Decided to just inch his way forward. It made it that angle really
Oh, he stole in and stole the break.
Taylor Harrison and Coco Gauff have done it. They have guaranteed Team USA's victory, advancing the entire nation to the United Cup semifinals. This was not your typical match. For Team USA, it was a do-or-die situation, and the pressure could not have been greater. True champions emerged when everything was on the line and the stakes were at their highest. Coco Gauff took the initiative. When her country most needed her, she made a significant contribution. In what can only be called an exciting and dramatic doubles match, Coco Gauff and Taylor Harrison defeated Team Greece by remaining composed under duress. They carried the burden of a nation's dreams with poise, tenacity, and an unwavering will to succeed. There was more to this than simply advancing to the next round. This had to do with pride. It was about representing your nation on one of the largest tennis stages and demonstrating that you are capable of rising to the occasion. Let's be crystal clear about one thing. For Team USA, this was a very challenging game. Their opponents weren't just any opponents. They faced two of Greece's top tennis players, STUNS Titus and Maria Sakkari, who have consistently shown themselves to be elite athletes. Sakkari, a formidable force in women's tennis who has advanced to several Grand Slam semifinals, partnered with Titus, one of the most talented players of his generation and a past Grand Slam finalist. These players don't divulge anything. These are fighters who fight for every point and who provide talent, expertise, and mental tenacity to contests much like this one. And the Greek team came out on fire. They didn't want to make things simple for Team USA. They actually got off to a strong start in the game, seizing the initiative early on and playing aggressively and confidently. From the first serve, the Greek couple was completely locked in, and it was evident. They put pressure on Coco Gauff and Taylor Harrison right away after winning the first set 6-4. Team Greece gained confidence and momentum after winning that opening set, and Team USA was obliged to act fast or risk losing their chances of winning the United Cup. If you were rooting for Team USA, the opening set was difficult to watch because Tsitsipas and Sakkari were playing excellent tennis. They had great movement around the court, powerful serves, and crisp returns. They were in sync, had good communication, and carried out their plan almost flawlessly. The Greek pair always had a response ready whenever it appeared as though Gauff and Harrison may manage to get back into the set. They were able to hold serve with ease. They produced opportunities for breakpoints. And they seized the opportunity when it presented themselves. They were determined to win and send Team USA home, as seen by their well-earned 6-4 victory in the opening set. Stefanos Tsitsipas, on the other hand, was incredibly motivated during the entire game. The famous Greek player wasn't merely playing tennis. He was performing. He was supporting his partner and making every effort to put additional pressure on Team USA. Tsitsipas would turn to the audience, raise his arms, and yell in celebration after scoring significant points. He created a lively and emotional atmosphere by making gestures, playing to the crowd, and drawing them into the game. This went beyond mere showmanship. This athlete grasped the situation and was aware that mental struggles are a necessary component of playing tennis at the highest level. He was attempting to gain insight into his opponents' minds. Many teams could have been destroyed by that passion, that celebration, and that enthusiasm. It's easy to become doubtful when you're losing a set against two elite opponents and see one of them celebrate so loudly and confidently. It may cause you to doubt yourself, become tense, and play hesitantly. However, neither Taylor Harrison nor Coco Gauff. They won't be rattled. They won't allow the situation to overpower them. Gauff and Harrison discovered a new level rather than disintegrating and allowing Tots's energy to drain them. They exchanged glances, worked things out, reset, and returned for the second set with an entirely different attitude and level of intensity. The champion mentality that was within of them both came to life at this point. When it counted most, their preparation, experience, and competitive spirit came together.
Right back. Stefanos loves it.
Well, he was gutsy, Steph, and it paid off. He took that risk where he just went after that ball at the net to get the ball.
The narrative of the second set was entirely different. Harrison and Coco started scoring points one after the other. Instead of responding, they began to take charge. They played with determination, ferocity, and purpose. The rallies were dictated by them. They discovered angles that the Greek squad had to deal with. They served better. Their returns were more hazardous and profound. They were more assured and had sharper play at the net. They gradually gained momentum and confidence that this game could be won, game after game and point by point. During this comeback, Coco Gauff's mental fortitude was astounding. Everyone in the room could see how tough she was. Coco might have crumbled after losing the opening set to a rival who was obviously attempting to psychologically dominate the match. She might have given in to frustration. She could have become more rigid. Rather, she played unrestricted, self-assured tennis with total faith in both herself and her partner. She made wise shot selections, made clear decisions, and executed them flawlessly. Additionally, because Coco's movement was genuinely exceptional, it merits particular attention. She crossed the court with purpose, speed, and balance. She reached for any ball that approached her. She was in charge of the baseline. She did a good job reading the game. She positioned herself to hit attacking shots that placed pressure on adolescent Greece in addition to returning balls by anticipating where shots were going. It was like seeing a lesson in footwork, positioning, and awareness as Coco Gauff moved around the court. She wasn't just sprinting non-stop. Every action has a purpose. Each step was important. She moved fluidly into photos. She bounced back fast. In an instant, she switched from defense to attack. She was able to chase down wide balls with her side-to-side movement. She was able to take time away from her opponents by stepping in early thanks to her forward motion. And she shone unadulterated athleticism and tenacity by tracking back and reaching lobs and overheads that appeared unreachable. Coco Gauff was obviously aware of the risks involved. She was aware that she needed to take action. She was aware that her squad was depending on her. She was aware that she and Taylor Harrison would determine whether or not Team USA advanced to the semifinals, and she accepted this duty wholeheartedly. She didn't try to escape the strain. She was glad of it. In the most crucial situations, she wanted the ball. Her goal was to make the crucial shots. That's what separates mediocre players from exceptional ones. Excellent athletes desire pressure. They desire to hold the contest. For her part in this victory, Taylor Harrison also merits a great deal of recognition. Harrison was dependable and steady at the net while Coco covered the court and made big shots. Throughout the competition, she made wise decisions, hit clean volleys, and offered unwavering support, cause you to become uncomfortable, play more cautiously, and ultimately lose the game. Harrison, but neither Taylor Harrison nor Coco Gauff were frightened or allowed the situation to get too big for them. Instead of giving in to the pressure and allowing sit's intensity to overwhelm them, Coco Gauff and Taylor Harrison discovered a different strategy. Manner. They exchanged glances. They spoke to each other. They came out for the second set after regrouping. The second set told an entirely different tale. Harrison and Coco began to win point after point. They had stopped reacting. They turned combative, assertive, and unrelenting. They began to control the rally's tempo. They began to identify angles that caused problems for the Greek squad. They got better at serving. Their net play got sharper and more decisive, and their returns became more piercing. Game by game. They began to gain momentum and have faith in their ability to win this game. During their return, Coco Gauff proved incredibly resilient. Everyone could see how strong her mind was. She was reviewing the play after losing the opening set against a player who was attempting to control the match emotionally. She was waiting to see where the next shot would land. Additionally, she was positioning herself to hit aggressive shots that placed pressure on Team Greece in addition to retrieving balls. It was like witnessing a tennis master in terms of footwork, positioning, and court awareness as Coco Gauff moved around the court. Coco wasn't merely jogging for fun. Each motion had a purpose. Each step was computed. She was slipping into shots. She was getting better fast. In an instant, she was switching from defense to attack. She was able to cover the wide balls thanks to her remarkable lateral movement. She moved aggressively forward into the court. Pure athleticism and willpower. Coco Gauff's comprehension of the task was evident. She was aware that she had to bring this about. She was aware that her squad was depending on her. She was aware that she and Harrison were responsible for Team USA's chances of making it to the semifinals. She accepted that pressure. She didn't avoid it. She sprinted in its direction. In crucial situations, she wanted the ball to come to her. She desired to be the one administering the vital shots. That's what sets excellent players apart from mediocre ones. Excellent athletes desire pressure. Was covering the court wonderfully and making amazing shots. Throughout this entire comeback, Harrison was a dependable partner, making wise choices and hitting clean volleys. Since doubles is a team sport, both players must contribute for the game to be successful. Harrison did just that, and as the game went on, it was lovely to watch the two of them work together. In that second set, Team USA continued to fight game after game. When necessary, they broke serve. They confidently hosted their own service games. They began to turn the tide entirely in their favor. The audience sensed it. Greece's team sensed it. Everyone in attendance sensed that something unique was taking place. Team USA would not be turned